Hey everybody, I'm gonna leave it for just a minute in case anybody's going to jump on to watch it live. Hopefully it will be better today and hopefully I will not lose signal. I'm in a different spot. So if you hear my dogs coming in and out like a weird squeaking noise, it's just their doggy door because I'm right by the door and they're frolicking outside right now. Very cutely with like a stuffed animal in one mouth and like a stick in the other side of the mouth. Very cute. So, I'm going to do my last look with the eyeshadow palette addiction #1. I figure just showing at least 3 looks out of the 5 with this, if you end up purchasing this eyeshadow palette, then you at least know how to do 3 looks. And you can do a million more too with all these colors. So I'm going to do that today, and then I'm going to use the BB Flawless Cream instead of the powder or the liquid foundation just to show you something else. So I'll just go ahead and start doing what I do every single time. I always start with my Glorious Primer. Oh, and actually I was going to mention too, if you are looking for a good moisturizer, I will be honest, I was completely and totally shocked by how much I loved our moisturizer. It's called Divine Moisturizer if you need to look for it on the site. I have oily skin, and I used to do 2 different moisturizers. So in the winter I would try Aveeno, and then in the summer I would usually use Neutrogena. But I never felt like I could get like the perfect moisture to my skin. I always felt like either the moisturizer was too dry, or yeah, too dry, like it didn't moisturize me enough, or it was too oily and it made me really oily. Eye primer like I do every time also, which we have on our site too. This is just something that I prefer, makes my eyeshadow really pop, makes it last all day. But anyway, the moisturizer, I mean, I was shocked. I really had no intention of ordering it, to be honest. It came in my kit in a small little tester, and once I tried it, I had to order it. So it comes in a little bottle like this. You can see Divine Moisturizer. So yeah, again, if you're looking for a good moisturizer, it's really amazing. It gives me like the perfect amount of moisture, and it's good for oily or dry skin. Okay, so I usually let my primer dry. You want to let that happen. This is the BB Flawless Cream. I ordered mine in Bisque. So it's going to have corrective properties just like a BB cream does. It's like a tinted moisturizer, but it's going to have a light bit of coverage too. So you all will be proud of me. I'm a little red, as you can see on my face, and the reason for that is I did do my workout video today. And I can thank you guys for that because, thanks Melissa, I miss you. I can thank you guys for that because I thought about you before I was doing the video and thought I need to do my workout video because I said yesterday that I wanted to do it every day. So, thanks for the motivation. So, as you can see, it just gives you light coverage. It covers a lot of that redness that I have or uneven skin tone in my skin. But if you're someone who just wants to throw something on, basically like a moisturizer every day, the BB cream would be good for you. If you're someone who doesn't need a lot of coverage. So, there's the BB cream. I already have my eye primer on, so I'm going to go ahead to my eyeshadow palette. Again, same brush. I'm going to use the liner shader brush. This is the shader side and obviously the liner side. So I'm going to start with the lid. I'm going to do that all over the lid and under the brow like I like to do. And the lighting in here makes me look extremely pale, but you know, with lighting in my house you just really can't win. So I'm going to do that under the brow. I don't know if I can turn it, and that would help. Yeah, I'm still pretty pale. Might just be my skin too. Alright, so I'm going to do it under my brow. And this color really, it just kind of blends with my skin, but it gives me a nice base, I feel like. You know, if you have kind of veiny eyelids or color to your eyelid and above, it kind of just gives it a nice base. So then I'm going to go in, I'm actually going to do Swanky, that silvery gold champagne color, sparkle shimmer, all over the lid. So I'm going to do that all over my lid and just up a little bit into my crease. So yeah, the thing I like about these eyeshadow palettes, the color is so pigmented and it's really easy to use. So if you're, like I said, if you're somebody that doesn't know how to put eyeshadows together, tends to, or you can always just use just one of these colors if you want, but if you want to either use one color or you want to try and, you know, match them together, the eyeshadow palette will do it for you. You don't need to have, you know, 50 brushes. It's good to have a couple good brushes that do what you need them to do, and you do want to have a good brush. But you don't need to have 50. I mean, you see I usually use pretty much the same 2 to 3 brushes. Crease brush and this brush really can get me through, as you've seen, a lot of looks. Okay, so that's just Swanky all over. I'm going to actually put this brown color chipper inside the corner of my eye. So just kind of layer that inside. Adds just a little bit of brown dimension to the eyeshadow. And you can kind of see, that looks more brown, that looks more champagne. So just adds a little brown to it. So kind of layer it inside of the lid, corner of my eye, to just about halfway. Okay. Now, you could leave it like this. As you can see, it's just kind of a brown, and you want to put eyeliner and mascara. Or if you wanted to, you could even bring it to like a nighttime look if you want, and use any of the darker browns and do a little bit in your crease. And if you want to bring it up on your brow bone a little, you can do that. So it really just kind of depends what you're doing and how much makeup you want to be wearing. And you always want to make sure you blend it really well. So you can see I kind of put some right there when I was moving my brush, but you can just blend that right in. So using circular motions. You want to just blend it once you get some of the eyeshadow off your brush. Okay, I'm going to go back with my other brush and kind of blend that in. Okay, now I'm going to use, so that's it for the eyeshadow, it's that easy. I'm going to use a blue eyeliner today. It's kind of a dark shimmer blue. It's the color Presumptuous. That's hard to say too. These words are so hard to say. Presumptuous. There we go. Got it. So I'm going to use Presumptuous. I like to do color eyeliners just every once in a while. Oh, my cousin's asking for a tutorial of the primer. Whoop. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use my blue eyeliner. I don't know if you can kind of see it's got blue color to it. And y'all are welcome to always ask questions if I'm doing something and you're not really sure, you know, what it is, or you didn't hear what the name was. I'm happy to answer. Okay, so I just do that like I always do my regular liner. Man, sitting by this door is hot. It's only like 100 degrees here today, so I wonder why. Okay. And then I actually like to use this color when I'm doing it on my top line. I like to use it underneath too. Thanks, Melissa. I like it too. And they have a, I actually just ordered, they have like a lighter color blue, like a, I don't know, it's like a real light blue. So I ordered that kind of to see what that would look like. So as you can see, it's just a little bit of blue. And now if you have blue eyes, it's going to bring it out. It'll look good with brown eyes. I'm just going to throw a little bit of the eyebrow pencil on my eyebrows quickly, like I'm running out the door. Now if I wanted to take my time with this and make it perfect, I could, or I can just throw it on. So I think I don't know if I told this story last time, but it's funny because sometimes I get lazy and I don't do this. And I went to one of my accounts when I was working for a home health company, and they were like, "Oh, you forgot your brows." It's like, "Oh, you noticed?" Ooh. Okay. All right, so then I'm going to do my mascara. So 3D mascara, it's always going to be 2 tubes. All right. I always do one side with my gel. I want to make sure you coat your lashes really well. One side with the fibers, which you do mid to tip. You want to focus on those outside edges and the tips of your lashes. You can already see these fibers lengthening and thickening my lashes. Okay, Then I'm going to do the other side. Let that one dry for a second. Okay. Fibers. Mid to tip. So, I don't know, for me, these looks are really supposed to be about the fact that you can really use the same products. Once you invest in some good products, you can use them for a million different looks. So your makeup sort of has to be an investment. You know, once you don't want to pay a bunch of money for something that you can only use one way, one time. So that's why I like the eyeshadow palettes, because you're investing in something that you can get a lot of use out of. Alright, almost done. A quick tip though too, if you actually line your waterline, not underneath your eye, but your waterline with a white liner, it actually, if you can see, it opens up your eye and makes you look more awake. So any days that you're tired or you know, you just want your eyes to look more open and awake, lining it with white liner will really make them pop if you can't see. Okay, now my last 3 steps always are going to be my blush, my bronzer, and my lips. So bronzer, which I always put jawline. I do kind of a quick contour here on my cheekbone, temples, nose, and you can see, I mean, it does. It makes me look like I have a natural tan. I mean, I look much more tan once I start with the bronzer. Oh, there's my puppy beagle. Rocky, you want some blush? Okay, a little bit of blush. Alright, and my very last step, I am going to use our lip gloss today. This is my favorite color. It's Lucky. It's like a brown, so pretty. And they come with a little mirror, so if you need help applying. And I like how the little brush moves back and forth. It's a weird thing to like, but I do. I enjoy it. I wonder if you can see Rocky. Yeah, you can see his butt. He's over there drinking some water. Alright, so that's it. I used the Presumptuous Blue Liner. I used the Addiction palette again, so you can see my dog. Say hi! Okay, anyway, I used the blue liner, the Addiction palette number 1. I used the BB cream. I used the primers like I always do, a little bit of eyebrow pencil, the 3D mascara, of course, which makes me look like I have fake lashes. I mean, every time I do it, it amazes me. And then this is the Lucky lip gloss. It's my favorite lip gloss. So, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope you have a great night. Thanks!